Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome, and thank you for joining us. Today is Merry Makes Monday, and I've got a box of fussy cuts here that we're going to go through and pull out some stuff. I'm going to try to make some more pockets and tucks, I think is what I'm going to try to get done today. Pull out some of our ephemera bits and pieces. See what we want to play with. So I have a few background pieces somewhere here. What was I hunting for? And a few tags there. That's going to have to be cut. I'm not playing with that. And a few tags here I wanted to fix up, decorate up, that were already cut out. I didn't want to have to do any cutting. These were a freebie from Line Dot Arrow last year at Christmas. So we're just going to pull out some things and try to use up some of our bigger fussy cut pieces here that we got. Let's take a look-see with these and see what we got in here. Those could actually all just be journal cards and pulled out. I don't think I got really no big fussy cut pieces in this that are long ways. That's pretty much all journal cards that I've got done, used. Everything else is small bits. Well. Oh, we can use some of these pieces in here to make some tags with. Heck yeah. This came from, it is Vintage Christmas Scraps, and it is a Nifty Crafty House. This collection of fussy cut bits. So we're going to try to make us some tag pieces with those. I cut my fingernails, so I'm going to be digging for everything to pick it up. Alright, so we got some big tags. I'm trying to get all my size tags together. That may be helpful. Alright. And this was part of that freebie for Christmas as well. It's got some music in the background. And I just thought we could make some of these. I do need to make pockets though. That's what I need to make, but we're going to do this for tonight. Okay, let's see. That would be cute dangling off of a piece. Yep. Deck the halls down the middle of it for like a belly band piece. Maybe. These really honestly just need to be inked up and put in our ready to go Christmas stuff. That could be a belly band on the page by itself, I think. Yep, sure could. So that just needs to be inked up. And some of this is going through things to figure out what we can do with it. You know what I mean? So I think I want to put that on that. And that would be good. We'll put this here on that. And that is going to be a good little tag. I think maybe we can do some belly bands on them. Make them belly bands, and that would be good. This is a tag in itself. Just needs to be inked up. This could be a tuck spot, maybe. So yeah, we can do that. Put, you know, yeah, let's do that. Get some pieces together first off. That could be a good little tuck spot in itself too. See? So we'll ink those and that will be good tuck spots. That would be a good tuck spot. Journal card. Journal card, journal card. So, well, there we go. We just cleaned that whole pack out. And I like these here to be tuck spots as well. I think that would work. Yep. Okay, so this needs to be moved over to something else to be inked. And just put in our ready to be used ephemera. So I'm going to move it over to my box that is coming together for ephemera that's not done but is ready to be used. So there's stages to it. You know, you make the ephemera, then you move it over to this, and I still want to use that as like a dangle bit on that. I don't know if I'll get to that today or not. Okay, so we got that one done. Let's see, I need, and these, oh, Santa Claus. Santa Claus, there we go. Here comes Santa Claus Fussy Cuts Ginger Journals. Let's see if we can get Mr. Santa Claus fixed up on some tags. Oh, yes, we can. I need to cut his hat off, because he got butchered in the fussy cutting process. And they have I got in my pack of stuff, I got hats that'll go on him, so we'll just put him up. So we'll put him back up there. That's a full size one. Oh, quit trying to pull things off and just use the scissors, honey. Use your scissors. That'll be a full size one. Oh, that'll be a good one with the reindeer on him. Oh, look, he's bigger than that one. Let's move. See, he's a fat one. He needs to be a journal card. That one there's a good size. Or tag, yep. So I'm trying to use the ones that are a little bit heftier, because he can go on a skinnier tag. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there we go. All right. So now we got us some pieces to play with. He's a little fatter too. And he's gonna need to be on a journal card as well. So some of them, you know, we can put on here. Some of them will need to be journal card size. So we're gonna play with this stuff today. Still would like to find something to put on the bottom of this. Let's see, we got some smaller fussy cuts here. These are Christmas fussy cuts. Where did I get you from? Digital Fables, where these came from. No. So that says North Pole Milk and Cookies. Oh, she's pretty, ain't she? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, let's put her on that. I like that. Okay, I need to put this back in that other scrap piece. Yep. Okey-doke. We got the angels. They're too wide. Ooh, here's just a tree. I want the tree on there with that dangle bit. Yep. We can do that kind of. Then all of the bits and pieces. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, we got this Santa Claus. Oh, he's huge. Look at that. That journal card bits. But yes. So, you know, when I tell you I got, and I've been printing and printing and printing. I'm printing now. Printing the backs of onto a kit. So we got all of our bits and pieces situated. I'm going to start off with this one because I know I got to punch the holes in it. So we'll do that. Oh, look, I still got a piece. I still got one here. Give me that girl back. Where'd you go? Back here. Give me that little girl back. Yep, there you go. She'll go on that one. Look. Oh, and look, there's another piece too. I knew I had more than that one there. I don't know what I'm doing. And look, there's this little praying angel baby. That'd be pretty too. So we'll do that and that. That Santa there. That Santa. That Santa. That one and this one. Okay, so those tags will be ready to go. This one, and then we'll do these. Okie doke. So now we got our decorating bits with our tag bits, tag bases. So now, let's get out our glue and stuff and get to going to town. Hope everybody's doing good. Y'all hanging in there. Starting off the week good. I know y'all be seeing this Monday. I'm shooting it Sunday night. So, let's see if we can't get us a hole in here. And then we need to poke us a hole in here. But yeah, we just hanging around the house today. I printed most of the day yesterday, which was, you know, a Saturday. And then went and did the grocery pickup. I had to work on the water this morning. And I said, I can't fix it. Started at, you know, in the nighttime last night. And I was like, I just can't fix it. I don't know what how to get in there to mess with it. So, called my cousin. He sent one of his workers over here to look at it, and basically it had spider webs and electro box that kicks the pump on in the well house. So cleaned that out and everything. We did come to find out that there is a leak that goes up to the electrode box underneath it. That may be why it's dropping pressure so much. Normally, you know, I don't do the topper bits and stuff like that on my tags when I do the Mary Makes. But this one, you know, that's part of the actual decorating the tag, so it needs to be done. Oh, get in there. So, but anyways, that's how started off today. Getting that took care of. Yeah, that's gonna work good. I like that. And with the green and the green, yep. I like that a bit. Okie doke. That one's done. Yeah, I knew I was gonna be irritated trying to pick up stuff because, you know, I cut my fingernails. But that's okay. I'm going to get one of those antique looking ones out and do that. That's fun. Okay, so now that we got all those bits done, whoopsie, let's ink this up, get it glued down. And then this will be finished and done and put in our, it is ready to go in a journal. Now most of the tags, you know, I'll make them up and we just put toppers on them, dress them up once we figure out what journal they need to go in and put the topper bits on them. Because it's easier to store, you know, this stack than, you know, all of them having the toppers on them with the lace or the what have you. It's easier to store that than it is to go ahead and finish them out. But that's why I'm trying to work, and it's better to not have them setting out, you know, like if I start, and I will, January, you know, doing Merry Mondays again, you know, all year long, making tags and pockets and tuck spots and whatever for Christmas, you know, then I won't have to worry about them setting out all year collecting dust or what have you. So I always stack them all up like this, you know, and if they all had toppers on them, you know, it would be a stack more like that, and I'd have to worry about storing than just the flat pieces. So then I say, you know, we'll finish the topper bits once we figure out what journal we want to put them in. Yeah, we've been on the go here today, and it has seemed like it is the longest day ever, and it's only because, you know, I went to bed at 6, I got up at 12, and then just been going at it ever since, you know, figuring out the water, printing, talking off and on the phone, had a few, had a friend call me, a few talking about journals, you know, business opportunity that I may have with that shop that's in town. Just, you know, taking care of business that I can't take care of, you know, because I'm working in the middle of the week. So just all kinds of stuff like that today. And then Walmart pickup, of course. And then picking up the daughter from work. Yeah, so see, then I like that. Yeah, so you won't need a topper up here, because that'll be, you know, yes ma'am, that's cute. I like that. All right, that was a good job. But yeah, that's what I've been up to today. But like I said yesterday, Saturday, all I done was sit and printed all day long and binge watched a TV series on Hulu, and so I think about, what was it, 12 o'clock last night when we found out there was something wrong with the water. So then we went out there in the middle of the night, you know, trying to see if we could just tap that little electrode box, because sometimes that happens. Spiders get in it and they, you know, have cobwebs or what have you, and it won't click on for the yeah, that's gonna be cute. It won't click on for it to start on and fill back up. So if you use the water, it, you know, it's not filling it up. So I was like, well, I can't get it done, and I'm not gonna be in there in the dark, you know, in the middle of the night with just a flashlight on my phone. So I said, you know, let me get up when it's daylight and come out here, work on it, and see what we can get done. And I still couldn't get it to come on, so I called my cousin. He was moving furniture, and so then he sent one of his workers that works with him over here, and he was like, yeah, it's all kinds of trash and electrodes and stuff like that for the little electric box that kicks the pump on. So he cleaned it out, waited, you know, made sure that the pump filled back up, or the cold water reserve tank filled up and all that. What is that doing that mess right there for? So then we, so once it filled up and everything was okay, then I just jumped in the shower and took me a shower right quick. And I said, I'm getting me a shower before anything else happens, you know. So that's what all the happenings here has been today. Just, you know, aggravation, basically. I don't know why that done that. Let's be a little more careful with the glue. I think this was printed on the inkjet, and when it gets wet, the ink seems like it wants to smear. I don't understand that. That's what happens from time to time. And I sat down here and I was like, yeah, I need pockets, and here I am, I'm making up tags. That's okay. But, you know, also in that bag, I got a whole journal's worth of tuck spots out of it too. They just need to be inked and they're ready to go. So we got all of these bits here for, you know, because they're super big tuck spots and our journal cards. So yeah, that's ready to go. We just got to put it over here, and when we get into the Christmas throes of making a journal and matching up pages and ephemera and bits, you know, that'll be some of the we need to work on bits when we get to the actual journal building. And all you got to do is just take and ink it, glue it to the page. It's ready to go. You know what I mean? So that's good. And I'm making these belly band tags. I love that, to do belly band tags. That's so fun. So then you'll have your piece journal card or something, or smaller tag to go in here, and you can still put your topper on it. That's why I love making belly band tags. They're so fun because, you know, it's still writing spot, and it's a tuck spot as well. So if you have a kit that has a bunch of little smaller journal cards, and you're just like, what am I going to do with these? Make you some belly band tags. Put you some lace on them. Put, you know, like just a piece of scrapbook paper, or a piece from the kit that actually, you know, matches the kit colors. Make you a belly band. That's what you do. So where these are finished, except for the toppers, we'll put them in our, when my printer's done printing good. So then that's a whole kit over there that I got printed that is ready to go for Christmas. It's a tall, skinny journal. Now, whether I get into all of the ones that I've printed, I don't know. But I'm printing them anyways, you know, because it's Christmas. I may want some of the ephemera to go with something else, or the background paper or something. You know what I mean? Want my options open, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, you know, with this fall stuff, I probably won't make all of these fall journals that I've got printed, and definitely will not use all of the fall ephemera that I have made. But I got options, and it's there if I need it. And if not, then guess what? We can put it up and have it for next year. Okay, so are all of these, I think, yeah, I'm okay. We done with the wet glue, so I'm gonna put that up, because I don't. These can be glued down with the good old stick glue. And see, these I trimmed right up to it, to the people. Didn't leave no area around them besides just a wee bit at the hair where it cut in and out, in and out, in and out. And I was like, no, we ain't gonna mess with that. So this was done on my brother's Scan and Cut. Even though this has words and stuff in the background of it, I think I may put her here and run like a piece of music behind it or something, a dolly, I don't know, something. That's something there. I'd like to have, this my dolly pack, there it is. I like to kind of do like this and put her there, and then put a Christmas word back here. Yep, let's do that. Yep, okay, let's tear the dolly. Need to glue where the dolly is and get it on there. did pretty good sizing that up this time. Most of the time I leave it short. Okay. Yep, there's my printer cutting off. Keep that piece of dolly. I'll use it on something else here in a minute. I'm going to take and ink down the side of this right here. Let's see. I've got the Junk Journal Studio Christmas words with blessings. Like that. Yes, we do. Now, I think I'm going to trim down to the white just so it doesn't look so bulky, and see what that looks like. Sorry, I gotta concentrate so I can see. Can't talk while I'm cutting. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. Yep, I like that a bit. Oops. Get my scissors off my glue book. That's why I'm like, I need to do some pre-made tags and pockets and stuff like that. Then you have the ephemera you can sit down and you know, just bust you out a bunch of ephemera in a little crafting session like this. Like, you know, 30 minutes to an hour. Yes, you can make up a bunch of ephemera. And so you have the fussy cuts that are already cut. You have, you know, tag and pocket and journal card bases that are already made. You just pull your pieces out and go to town working on them. Oh, that is so pretty. Got some of that glue book on her face. One little piece of her wing over here. I'll snip that bit off. There we go. But yep, so there's that. I love that. That is so cute. Alrighty, let's flip this over. Okay, we'll get Miss Missy here inked up. I'm going to put her sign underneath her because it messed up and cut her foot. Because she had a white top across her foot and it cut her foot off. We'll just get the white glow out from around her. Yeah, I'm going to be greatly irritated this week because I cut my fingers. They were just getting way too long. I mean, just way too long. They were actually starting to curve and bend over. And I was like, yeah, I need to cut them. I didn't realize they was that long till today when I went to go wash my hair and I clawed myself trying to scrub my noggin and clawed myself with my fingernail. I was like, what in the heck was that? And your own fingernail, crazy. That's what it was. I don't want that on there. Let's see what we got over here. I got some thin scrapbook paper in here. Let me look. Yep. blue-green. Ooh, that gold would be pretty, wouldn't it? Where'd that go? There it is. That. Nope. 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 Sorry, I'm throwing stuff over here to the side to get it out of my way. That's what I'm doing over here. Alright, so I'm going to trim that bit off over here. I'm just going to come, where's the bottom of the tag? Right there. Okay. Now, I need to get that edge off of there, and I think it'll work. Just kind of do this at an angle like that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't want it too dark. I just want it, you know, to be a little bit highlighted. And that's fine and dandy. And put you down right there. Have Miss Missy standing like right here. And I need a long waist word. Horizontal word. Y'all love my technical terms. I need a long waist word. 12 Days of Christmas. Looks good to me. What do y'all think? Or I saw Mommy's kissing Santa Claus. Shut up. That would look cute there, wouldn't it? Because she's holding the candle looking surprised. Yes. She called Mommy kissing Santa Claus. That is going to be cute. That'll be our story, and we're sticking to it. Now these come from, it just said the Junk Journal. Didn't say studio, it just said the Junk Journal. And like I said, I bought those last year, and it had a bunch of, you know, horizontal words and sayings and, you know, old, the old world signage and stuff like that. And I was like, yep, that'll be perfect. So, okay, now let's ink this up, knock the white edge off where I cut it. Oh yes, yep. The only thing is, I don't like that it's black and red, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, so last night, well, you know, when I was talking about, I went out to check on the water. I stepped in a hole and pretty much stoved up my hip, and it has been hurting all day long. That's why I'm kind of quiet, trying to just sit still, not do a whole lot of moving and shifting around. That's why I'm like, if it ain't here where I can just pick it up, it ain't gonna get used today, and that's just it. Yeah, we'll just do that right there. Oh, that is cute. I like that. Okay, that turned out pretty decent. But that's where I'm at today with the, I said. And it was a hole left where the power company come out here and replaced some power poles and stuff in our yard. And they drove their trucks and left big old gullies in it from their tires. So I walked out through there in the dark, and the grass is a little high, and I stepped in it, and I was like, what in the world? I can't even walk across the yard without hurting myself. Actually, I can't even sleep without hurting myself. It seems like every night, or, you know, I sleep, I get up in the morning, or what have you, and something else is hurting. Slept on it wrong. I was like, yep, the elbow's wrong, because I slept with it stretched out, you know. Now it feels like I got tennis elbow. Or my pillow was up too high underneath my neck. Now I got a crick in my neck. Yeah, all that mess. That happens quite a bit now. Just old. That's what it is, just getting old. I'm going to put Mr. Santa Claus kind of in the middle-ish here. And I was wondering if maybe I could put this under here. Make that look all right. I think I can. And just cut the edge bits off of it. Well, you got a glue pad laying right here. Use it. I mean, really. Use the glue pad. That's what it is there for. I'm just going to re-glue his feet. Because he's acting like he didn't have enough glue on him. I'll just trim these dully bits off. And then I think I might try to put a horizontal word. I don't know yet. And I didn't save those little bits of dolly because they had some glue on them and they were sticking together already. So I was like, okay then. Okay, I still need to add a smidge of glue over here. So, kind of emulates like he's standing on snow was what I was thinking. But it, you know, it's a dolly. Okay, so now let's see what kind of word that we want to put in here. Oh, look, he's got a little Bambi deer. Would that be cute? Oh, let's look. That would be cute. I don't know if I want to use that or not. And then look, there's a little owl. Santa and friends, you know what I mean? Santa and his friends. there's one that's got a reindeer back through there somewhere. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. There we go. Okie doke. Well, come here. So that is what we're going to do right there. I want a little something up here. What? I don't know. We're just going to let's see what we got in here. Number 12. Perfect. Lovely. For the 12 days of Christmas. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so I think next weekend I'm just going to have me another sit down and just make up ephemera base weekend. You know, not on camera, but just, oh yeah, I like that. He's cute. Yep, I like him. Okie dokie. Where's the one that had the reindeer with him? Where are you at, buddy? Did I put you on here? Yes, I did. Very last one. Let's see. We're going to have to lay you down to ink you up. Let's turn the page. Turn the page. Mr. Reindeer book. So it's got a lot of extra white bits and pieces around him. So these will kind of be, you know, some neutral background tags that will go and be ready to go in any of our journals, you know. That's what I was thinking. Because, you know, some have pretty much, you know, color schemed. These are kind of neutral background and they'll work pretty much anything that we do. Alright, so I'm just going to put him down here. Try to keep Mr. Reindeer's antlers and all at the edge. There we go. There we go, Mr. Santa Claus. Just put the reindeer on it. I think that's going to be fine because that's got music all in the background. That is, you know, the background's printed. Kind of simple and basic type tags, you know. Let's see, do I have another word or a number? And even if I don't have a number, if it still looks like it needs something, you know, when I get my Christmas stuff out, and pull my stamps out, you know. Pull my stamps out and be just fine with that. And put the good list on it. You know, and you put toys. I mean, there's a lot of things you can put on here. I like those little bits like that. They're kind of small, you know, and just need to be put on something. And just put Dear Santa. I'm just looking at what I have. There's a bunch of them little Dear Santas. I'm going to put Old Dear up here. I don't think so. So I want something small. I don't want Santa's face because, you know, I already got Santa's face on there. So I'm trying to find something else. Just put that on it. Merry Christmas. And it don't have to have a topper bit on it, does it? Nope, it sure don't. And that evens it up. Give me that. But yeah, so like when we get to decorating Christmas and stuff, and there's tags and stuff like this, I'm like, you know, it needs something, you know what I mean? So I'll just take my December 25th stamp and boop, there it is. Fixes it every time. Yep, I like that. That's good. We got 3 more. How long have I been on here? Oh, let's hurry it on up, honey. You fidgeting too much with the add-ons. Get the main thing on and roll with it. And sometimes it may be, you know, to the point of where you're just, you know, like I sat down here and I'm like, oh, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, and do this. Just getting your pieces together that you know that, you know, you have to work with. You know, just doing that simple bit helps a whole lot. I mean, really, it does. Just getting your bases and your ephemera fussy cuts and stuff together with, you know, how you want it decorated, and just make you a pile up and have them set, you know, on your table or in a box. And then that way, whenever you got a minute or so and you just want to sit down and make something real quick, you got a little box there and you can go to town. Merry Christmas to you. I'm going to put that on there. It's pretty. And he's kind of fancy looking. Then that'll look like it gives him something to stand on. You know what I'm saying? And then we still got room up top. And we get into it to put stamps. Put the December 25th or, you know, whatever on it. Now these ephemera pieces, the fussy cuts and stuff, like I said, the one just said The Junk Journal. The other one is Junk Journal Studio. The vertical words. So, I don't know if it's the same shop or somebody was doing, you know, a name play to try to get something. I don't know. It's not my business, but I'm just telling you where I got them from. I'm just gonna put that there. Looks like it gives him something to stand on. And then we got room for the topper bit up here. He's good to go. This one I'm probably just going to fix this little cut-in piece right here at his face, and that's about it. And this one I need to fix a little cut-in piece right here at his waist. And sometimes when you're cutting where it has the white that fades in, there's a really, really light gray background here. So, and that is why I love Ginger Journal Fussy Cuts. Because most of it, that would have cut all of that white out because there's not a clear line there. And that's why sometimes my Santa Clauses, you know, have the hats or the white on his pants or something like that cut, because for one, you know, my cutting mat has got lines on it and it picks up everything. And then if you go all the way down to white on the thin paper, it will not allow you to fussy cut. It shows every single fussy cut line that's ever been on that mat. So if you're doing the grayscale and you go all the way to white, yeah, just be careful with that on thinner paper, because it will show every single fussy cut that you've ever put on that mat. So then you'll just have to back it up to where it's like, you know, gray area. And I like him just like that on there. Like I said, a little stamp of Christmas numbers and stuff like that on it, and it'll be good to go. You know, you just need a Santa Claus tag every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? And put a big old topper bit on it. Yep, like that. Okay. Then we got this one here. I do want to go around this bag a little bit. Not so much his face in it, just the bag. Some pieces are around his shoes. Need to cut that right there off. Okay, so now let's see. That's oversized. Oh, look, that'll go good there, wouldn't it? Yep, let's do that. Okay, Santa Claus, we got you hooked up, buddy. I think that's going to be cute on there. Make sure we get his bag on there. Oh, his hand's going to be cut. Nope, nope, can't have that. Can't have Santa Claus's hand being cut off. I'm fine with the bag being cut, but I didn't want to, you know, because his arm's out, I didn't want his hand cut. Okay. Santa Claus's bag has been fixed. There we go. That color actually matches that perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just put Christmas, you know, and that's what he's standing on. Standing on Christmas. Okay, I'm liking that. Now, this is a good little stack of tags there that we made today in an hour. That's fun. You know, for nothing to be pulled out and put together already. Just, you know, the fussy cuts were done, the labels were cut, and the back, the bases were already cut. That's why, you know, if you get your bases done, work on your fussy cuts, work on getting your labels done, and then, you know, you can just go to town. That is so cute. I love that. Matches really good. And then we got this one here. I didn't put anything on him but just him. And that looks good. And we got a Merry Christmas to You. So it's a little fancy writing because, you know, he's got the little snowflakes on his suit. He's a little more fancier. You know, and then like you didn't know it was a reindeer, we had to tell you about it and then put Merry Christmas on it. That turned out cute. I like that. And then this one, you know, like he's standing on snow or what have you with the dolly. That turned out cute too. I love that. Am I even, yeah. I was like, am I even in frame here? And then the little girl sneaking around the house with her candle and seeing Mommy kissing the Santa Claus. Yep, Mama got busted. She's cute. And then this had to be, you know, just blessings. And I gotta let this finish and drying and get that ink patch off of her eye. It looks like she's got a black eye because, you know, my glue pad stuck to her face. Then, you know, we made our tuck belly band tags. You know, you got belly bands here on all of them. I think it's just, you know, kind of neutrally, and we'll go with pretty much any journal. And then we got our dangle tag. That turned out cute. I actually do like that. That's quite cute, actually. With the little Christmas tree. Yep, I like that a lot. Okie dokie, y'all. So that is our makes for today, for today's Merry Makes. And that is a good bit of business right there. I'm telling y'all. We just, you know, did quite a bit. How many did we do? Did y'all count? 1, 2. Oh, goodness. Fumble fingers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Made 11 tags in an hour. Pretty good work, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I hope you enjoyed this Merry Make session. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.